remember, the average amount sent from North America is much larger than the amount sent from other parts of the world, right? So it can be as high as 4 times what's actually sent from the Middle East or Southeast Asia. We're at a run rate of north of $1 billion in principal amount. I mean, we look at it in terms of dollars, I mean, rather than number of transactions. We have been growing at a triple-digit rate, north of 100%. Next year, we expect to almost double that number. The industry, as you know, has been growing at about, total remittances to India have been growing at in the middle single digits. We're at a run rate of $1 billion that we're sending to India. So if you look at total remittances coming to India, they're about 70 billion, north of that. So we're north of about a 1.3 to 1.4% market share today, but growing north of 100% year on year, right? So that's sort of our numbers versus the total industry. One other point I'd make, does that answer your question? Yes. Yeah, okay. Another point I'd make kind of along the lines of what Samir mentioned. So we were the first first company in the entire industry in 2009 to launch an instant bank product, and that was actually out of the Philippines. Continuing that tradition, we were the first company in India last year to launch instant bank transfers both directly and via the IMPS system, which is, as you know, an instant or near instant system domestically. So we're the first company to integrate into that, and we had actually done a PR release around that. Right, so in the online world, which is primarily, most of the online funds really come from US and Canada. And so on the one hand, if you compare our service to banks, a typical bank, Citibank, B of A, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, etc., will charge anywhere from 25 to, in some cases, $40 to $50 for a wire to send money back home, or their fees can be in that range. Their service levels are much lower than ours. For us, if you're sending actually over $1,000, there is no fee, and our FX rates are much higher than banks. So comparing ourselves to banks, the price differential is actually enormous, because for a transfer that is north of $1,000, you're paying no fee with us, anywhere from $25 or higher with a bank. Our FX charges are considerably higher than theirs. So that's as far as the banks are concerned. As far as some of the other peers in the industry are concerned, our fees are comparable, but our foreign exchange rates are much higher, and they're transparent with much better service levels. So one of the things that's unique is that we're the only company today that offers instant transfers using a bank account and a debit card, and into the disbursement to a bank account in India and to cash in India. So there's not a single company that actually has all those choices under one umbrella with the transparency that we offer. Yeah, so industry growth rates, right, based on sort of RBI data, and this is public data, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a ballpark number, but industry growth is in the mid-single digits, so about 6-7%. Right, so we expect to sort of reach north of 8% market share in the next 4 years or so.